My name's Rob.
I'm the representative for the Moore area, and I just wanted to share a few of the statistics of what's going on in the District 53 where the tornado went through, and just kind of give you a little background. I visited with our city manager, Steve Eady, this morning, and I want to take my hat off to him and Mayor Lewis and the other city officials. And you know, I think FEMA's done a bang-up job. Silver Star has been a big player, you know, a local Moore company that's come in here and helped in the cleanup effort. The cleanup effort is on its way. We're on the last leg of that. The final cleanup, I think, was on the 19th, was the last date. So the guys are making their rounds doing the cleanup. I noticed around Plaza Towers, Boat Building has come in. They've moved some fences out and probably starting the rebuilding process there. And 149 building permits have been issued to date in the city of Moore. So that's pretty large when you're looking around. I mean, the numbers vary. I've heard different numbers, but I'm going to guess around 1,200 homes, you know, were destroyed in my district alone. So that's pretty large, seeing how that we've only, you know, been issuing building permits for about 30 days. So far, the city has picked up 164,188 tons of debris has been picked up and hauled off. The city has billed over $11 million for the debris removal, and FEMA thus far has paid about $4.5 million for that debris removal. I did talk some with some people at the Capitol today, and emergency management is working on getting the funds to the different, you know, Shawnee, Moore, Oklahoma City, the different people that were affected for the $45 million that was appropriated by the legislature on, I think, May the 23rd or somewhere in there. But anyway, I think John Hunt has got a few things to say here about Shelter Oklahoma Schools. So here you go, John.
Thank you, sir. Try to be as brief as possible. Our message is pretty short. Following the May 20th tornado, you know, we, like everybody else, wanted to help, and most importantly, wanted to try to make sure that what happened to these good folks didn't have to happen to me, to Representative McBride, to anyone else. So we started an organization, Shelter Oklahoma Schools, to put schools in shelters in every school. It's a 501c3, and contributions can be made at shelteroklahomaschools.org or text SAFETY to 50555. I encourage you to go to our website, like us on Facebook. Please donate. Buy the shirts, give us cash. We need money. This is a huge, huge task that we're trying to undertake. So any support is accepted. We need it. We are not a political organization. We are a private organization. That being said, we are a private solution to a public problem. We must protect our children, and we must do it ourselves. Please support us. Go to the website, go to Facebook, donate, come to any and all of our events. We are very, very simple. We need a lot of money, and we need a plan of attack, and it has to start now. Thank you. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Eccles.
Thank you.
I'm not a public speaker, you guys are.
You did great. My name is John Eccles, and I represent House District 90. It wasn't just Moore. While Moore was a large area hit, also areas in Oklahoma City that I represent were hit both the same night and then again on the 31st. When we were starting this organization, it originally started with Representative McBride and I being on the scene that night and talking about what is it that we could do. Then we came up with the idea of Shelter Oklahoma Schools. At the same time, other Oklahomans were coming up with that same idea. What's interesting for me right now is I feel like the part that I get to tell you is the highest honor, because I get to honor the reason we're here. After we started this organization, obviously Representative McBride and I know, because we were on the scene at Briarwood and Plaza Towers that night. We knew about the loss of life. We knew about the problems. We also knew we weren't going to reach out to the families that had lost loved ones for several reasons. Number one, I didn't know what to say. And number two, they needed their space and they needed their time. But an amazing thing happened. As we went out, sought support, had great Oklahoma companies, businesses, and people who pledged their own private dollars to come in and start helping this problem, one by one, the family started contacting us. They started contacting us and wanting to know what we were doing, wanting to know what this was about, wanting to know how they could help. I remember the first night we met with them at Harry Bear's and more, just to talk, really a lot of the time was just spent getting to know each other, like you would at any other dinner where you have people getting together. But it wasn't like any other dinner because we were all there for a purpose and we were all there for a reason. And one by one, as we've continued to have meetings with these families, they've continued to become the heart and soul of Shelter Oklahoma Schools. And we're here today to announce that these families have pledged their support, but not just their support, their work, their spirit, their heart. They've actually done the work to help this organization. They've been that soft voice and sometimes that stern voice to keep things going in the directions they need to go in these 9 months to make sure we have a plan and we stay on task, and they're going to continue to do so. I just want to read out loud the reasons they were here. We have the Angle family, the parents of Sydney Angle. We have the McCabe family, the family of Nicholas McCabe. We have the Hornsby's family, the family of Janie Hornsby. Janae, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a last name of Eccles. You can imagine the pronunciations I've heard. Janae. We have the Davis family, the family of Kyle Davis. We have the Legg family, the family of Christopher Legg. We have the Knatzer family, the family of Emily Knatzer. And we have the Candelaria. I just did this beforehand. Candelaria. Jeez, guys, sorry. We have the Candelaria family, the family of Antonia Candelaria. These families that have come here and pledged their support, pledged to, on behalf of their children, to help keep us moving forward with the right ideas. We are grateful. We are honored more than they could ever even know that they would grace us with the ability to try to help this presence. And we are honored to announce today that they are fully behind this initiative. We need your support, we need your private help, and we need to move forward with that. We would take a couple quick questions. Here's what I would suggest though and request. All of the families are going to be at Plaza Towers at 7:30 tonight for the events that are taking place there. If you'd like to talk to them, you could approach any one of them individually at that time or after this press conference. We would like at this time respect for them. We're going to just handle a couple of questions if there are any, and then I encourage you strongly, everyone that can, be there at 7:30 tonight as we have the events to honor those at Plaza Towers. Any questions?